So, for our folks on tape, we're starting in Capitol Room number 1 and 2, I believe. So, let the tape roll. Welcome to our community dance program. We're pleased to have all of you here. I want to give you a little bit of an idea of our format for today, because we have 2 sessions, one this morning for 1.5 hours, and then this afternoon we have another 1.5 hour session. It is not going to be a repeat. If you'd like to come to both of them, we welcome you. This morning's format is basically we're going to talk a little bit about the history of the CDP. It's only about 2 years old in terms of even having started from its birth. And we're going to have each of our distinguished panel talk to us a little bit about the community dance program. And it's kind of cold in here, so we're going to get you up and dance you in a little bit and get you warmed up too. So kind of a combination of all things. This afternoon then we're going to recap our morning session. And we're also going to ask for comments and feedback for those of you who have been using the program. And we'd like to have inputs and comments we have comments from around the country of people who are using it and some things we want to share with you. And it's even been printed in German. Heiner Fischel has translated the community dance program into German. And I have that with me. And if you'd like to take a look at that, it's very interesting. So then we're going to formulate a resolution and put that together for the presentation on Wednesday afternoon, and we're going to talk about where do we go from here, and we're going to ask for some volunteers on some assignments too of some things we can do in the next year, and we're going to then present some more material. So we're going to fill things out because we think that the community dance program sells itself, and by seeing some of the folks, our 3 guests that we have up here presenting some of this material, it's a little bit different than perhaps what you're used to in the regular square dance world, and seeing them present it will help you, give you the enthusiasm we think to go ahead and run with the community dance program. My name is Ken Kernen, and I'm chairman of the community dance program. Previously, we were under the wing of the traditional committee, and clang, clang, clang. Maybe we can get a door shut here or something. Would you mind shutting the door? Okay, thanks. And previously, we were under the traditional committee. And as of this last year, we are standing on our own as the community dance program. We have an outstanding panel before you. Bob's outstanding over there by the door, and we'll have the... I couldn't resist, Bob. But anyway, we have brought back at great expense from the New Orleans convention a repeat performance of last year. Some of you were with us in New Orleans, and it was a good session. And we had a good time, and we were able to then bring forth the resolution that you saw in your directions and guidelines. So we have from State Line, Nevada, Bob Van Antwerp on my left, from Brandenburg, Kentucky, Stu Shacklette, and on my right, Bob Howell from Euclid, Ohio. And I'm going to introduce each one of them in just a minute. So I'd like to give you, first of all, though, a little bit of an introduction about the community dance program and where it started. We really started had its roots in the Baltimore Convention when it was concluded through the Traditional Dance Committee that there was a definite crying need for a shortened program, a very short program, like 6 weeks, something that could be taught in about 2 hours. And from that then came a resolution, and I would like to read you that resolution that was generated out of the Baltimore Convention in 1986. As follows. Be it resolved that the Traditional Dance Committee of CALLERLAB will develop a program to be called Community Square Dancing, suitable for use in family, adult, and similar group recreation activities. This program will contain the fundamental elements of square dancing, which can be taught in 6 2-hour sessions or less, and provide the foundation for the lifetime community recreation of our present and future dancers. So that's what generated. And from there, then, the Traditional Dance Committee was charged with coming up with a program. That program was developed and was presented at last year's convention. And it was during 1986 and 1987. And it was presented to the membership and by the same group that you see here, and included Bob Osgood, who was chairing and moderating last year, and Bob Howell, Bob Van Antwerp, Stu Shacklette, and myself. So it had its beginnings. And from there, then, we passed a resolution unanimously at the Wednesday morning convention, and to adopt the community dance program, and we're calling it the CDP, on a trial basis for 1 year. And copies of that community dance program were then mailed out to all of the membership, and all of you should have gotten that if you were a member then in June of 1987. We have a few limited editions of that same presentation material here, and if you did not get a copy, we would welcome you to obtain a copy. If you, the CALLERLAB office has a few copies also, and a little bit later on this afternoon we're going to talk about where do we go from here and what do we do with the existing material that we have, and we hope to put it into a better format and a better form. The paper basically explains the concept and the plan in about 6 pages and provides then an additional 17 pages of dance material within the community dance program. So if you haven't seen one, why please do. You're welcome to this. The basic concept, and then I'm going to get off the microphone and turn it over to our distinguished panel up here, but very shortly, the concept is that in 6 short 2-hour sessions, you should be able to teach the entire program and get the people started. Now, that's not all of this material you see here by any means. We have lots of material, but you should be able to get the people dancing, get them familiar with the figures and the music and the formations, and then from there springboard into a regular group. It's limited to 24 basics, and those basics are quite limited in terms of numbers. There's we believe a full program there that you can do a great deal with. So it includes squares, and within that square dance, within the terms of squares, now the whole thing is we call square dancing, but within the square formation we have patter calls, and we're calling those free-form dances that you're well familiar with. The second term is pattern squares, and what I mean by that would be things like Texas Star, the route, Star of the Square. Others, some of them could be fit with the traditional category, and others are modern patterns that we use, the chicken plucker, some of the others types of things, that kind of thing. Another category in squares are singing calls, and the fourth category is quadrilles, prompted squares. Within formations, we also have mixers, circle mixers, contras, couple dances, easy level couple dances, solos, and we try to use that term instead of line dances, but solo dances where people can dance without a partner. And then our last category is trios, and some of you may not even know what a trio is, and we'd like to expose you to that today, to see some trios too. The community dance program is a number of things, and it is not a number of other things, and I want to quickly run down through some of those. The community dance program uses limited basics, but it is not limited in variety. We want to make certain that you understand that. It is a complete square dance program that stands on its own. It is not meant to be a stepping stone into another program. It stands by itself. And it is not designed just for the elderly. It is not designed just for children in school, and it is not designed just for the handicapped. It includes all of those, most certainly, and all of us that have been involved in this kind of program in dancing before use it in a variety of different situations. It is primarily, and I'm going to emphasize this, it is for those who have a limited amount of time to be able to devote to dance, and they want to have a good time, and they want to enjoy themselves. It is for people who don't have 25 weeks to learn to dance, or 40 weeks to learn to dance. They want to get into a dance program immediately. And it's a non-complicated form of dancing. It's not rigid by any means. You don't have to stick exactly to this program. This is a guide, and you'll see some guidelines in here for some first evening programs. And again, you don't have to use it exactly like that. It's designed for flexibility. And that's where it comes into the idea that somebody's going to say, well, obviously this is a good place for a beginning caller to start. We don't think so. This is a program that should be used and by some of our best callers, and it is a program that takes a little bit of work on your part. And because it's expanding into horizons you may have not been into before. If you've been doing only square dance calling and haven't been involved in some of the other formations, we think it's going to open up some new horizons for you and becomes a challenge and something for you to work at and enjoy, and it opens up a whole new field of dance for you. Well, I want to get on with our distinguished panel here, and I'm going to first of all call upon a gentleman from State Line, Nevada. He's been on the Board of Governors for just about forever, I think, Bob. many, many years. 2 years as a chairman of the board. He's a member of the Square Dance Hall of Fame. He's a recipient of the CALLERLAB Milestone Award. And last year at New Orleans was the recipient of the Gold Card Lifetime Membership in CALLERLAB. There are only two other callers in this group that hold that distinguished category, and that is, please welcome Bob Van Antwerp. Bob?
Thank you, Ken. Nice introduction. I'll pay you later. I have made notes for your benefit, and if you don't mind, I'll refer to my notes. As far as the community dance program, first, let's consider and contend as a starter that the community dance program is not for every caller. And I mean this with all the best intentions, but I would only surmise that approximately 20% of our active callers are utilizing in any form the community dance program format which has been laid out. And I can say that they haven't even given it a chance, but it is gradually starting to surface. Some caller teachers are afraid to experiment with this program due to their inability or desire to approach the concept. They will naturally be concerned about their dancers wanting some choreography, and if they do, that's a situation you're going to have to just contend with and take it as it happens to be. That is a situation that come about many times when they want more and more, but the community dance program is not for that. Don't fight it. Let it happen, and don't lose faith in your ability to attract and hold your dancers through your desire to succeed and please those that you are serving. Community dance program is not for everyone, and we know this. But it is an outlet for many who really only want this type of recreation vehicle. Today, many dancers seemingly are being driven to programs of this nature for relaxation. Your enthusiasm has to be one of the keys, and it will normally come because you are contagious with this program, and it becomes contagious to them if you enjoy it. They want to offset potential boredom, or which the caller is the attributor at that time. As you develop a community dance program, many obstacles can be overcome with your initiative to implement and not necessarily use new material, but interesting program spices. Many multiple dance movements they happen to always be enticing. Keep something fresh, something you can cash in on, something a little bit different that they haven't had. Many callers tie this program in with just beginner levels, senior citizens, dance programming, cast-off dancers, etc., and this is not true. Evidence in many areas and cases are forthcoming at a gradual rate, just like Challenge did, but there is a great need for the promotion of this activity, experimentation, and development of the community dance program. Not only is this a prime effort in the rural areas, but the metropolitan areas as well, and maybe more prevalent. Many things come to mind as I utilize this program's status regularly during April through September. My problem is that where I live at Lake Tahoe, we actually have many, many camp programs in the Sierras. And one of those is Stanford University Camp, which I have from April through September, and we have 150 to 200 there on a regular basis. We have Camp Richardson, which we have about 100 on a regular basis, and we have Camp Concord on a regular basis of about 50. So we have them from April through September. At September, they go back to their home areas and tell their caller or the recreation departments about the community dance program efforts which are going on, and I have heard back from them year after year that it's gradually picking up momentum. Most desirable points to me on my instituting a program of the nature of this program has been, number one, your enthusiasm has to be contagious, and it has to come from within. Secondly, but not down the list too far, your music has to be good, well recorded, inviting, some modern, some traditional, and should be music that dancers can relate to no matter what their age happens to be. Music to me is one of the most important factors in this particular promotion. I think Bob Howell will attest to this because of things he uses. Another thing is the ease and time-saving effort that you apply to your teaching. How readily can you have them dancing without too much standing is so important. Use as much variety, as mentioned before, with the ability you have to offer. Actually, break your dance efforts up into squares, circle dances, line dances, contra, simple rounds and mixers, Sicilian circle movements, using the square dance basics we are working with, and don't overdo one over the others. Next, you must never stop learning new and innovative program spices to make them want to return to your program, or it will die on the vine. Don't expect to reach the traveling caller echelon on national level by utilizing this program. I don't think it will come about. But I can say this, that I've had the past experiences of traveling, being through many states, foreign countries, recording, etc. Now, I don't care what you say, when you come back to the community dance program, it's something you yourself can enjoy, and you can have fun with it. And it's very relaxing to do it. Don't sell your dancers short on what you may think they expect of you. You may be satisfying them if they keep returning. But they may not tell you this. They may not say a thing, but you can tell if they keep returning. Touch base with them on a regular basis. Be a real member of the group. Have fun with them and enjoy their enjoyment together. I do not concern myself personally as a caller teacher for the community dance program that many callers turn up their noses at on a program effort. But I feel I have, like I say, had my share of the other programs. And all I can say is this, that I may never be a rich caller, but I've made many people happy through this community dance program, and I can say that the need for the community dance program is very evident in today's dancing circles. Thank you, Ken.
Excellent. Thank you, Bob. From Bradenburg, Kentucky, our next distinguished guest is a current board member of the Board of Governors, and he's past chairman of the Traditional Dance Committee. He's an author, and he's been a member of CALLERLAB since 1975. He's a tireless supporter of all forms of dance, square dance, round, contra, traditional. Please bring on Stu Shacklette. Stu?
Thank you, Ken. I'm not as organized as Bob Van was, but I would like to share some experiences with you that sort of led me into what I'm doing. Of course, when I first started dancing, we didn't have then what we have now in the form of classes and organizations such as CALLERLAB. We'd have a caller in the area who would get a live band, and they'd say, we're going to have a dance. And then everybody'd go to the dance, and he'd bring one square with him, and he'd say, okay, now y'all watch this square. And he'd put them through the figure. He said, okay, now let's all do it. And he'd call, and everybody'd dance what these people did. And that was the way of dancing back then. And as time progressed, of course, they came out with the standardization of figures and the development of programs and teaching and so on. I feel very strongly about the experience that I gained back in the early or mid-40s when our community, we had a community center, and the center was used for skating, it was used for square dancing, it was used for corn husking, and these types of activities that were sponsored by usually the Jefferson County Department of Recreation. So I've got an opportunity to really learn a lot of material, and it got to the point where I memorized everything that was done. Every dance that was taught, I memorized it. Everything that we did, I memorized. And I became sort of a person who was knowledgeable in all of the dances that we were doing at that time. And it sort of led me into a situation where I was forced into doing something that I had not even given any thought to, and that was calling. The recreation director at that time said, would you help me teach some children on roller skates how to do some square dance figure? And I said, sure. So I helped him. We taught him how to do Allen and left, right and left, grand ladies chain, this type of thing. Then he said, well, you're going to have to call because I don't know how. And he walked off and left me with those kids on the floor and me standing up here having shown them how to do it. So that's how I became a caller. And of course, I guess with the roots being in that particular type of dancing, I was sort of a strong supporter of the traditional dance, is what we're really talking about, which led into this. I've used this knowledge and experience that I gained back in the mid-40s to help me broaden my experience and knowledge and share it with the people that I come in contact with. I'm very fortunate in that I work with groups for maybe a week at a time at dance camps. I'm the director of the Kentucky Dance Institute, which has been going on for 35 years. And I have these people about 2 hours a day in square dancing and the variations of square dancing, which we have included here in the community dance program. In essence, what I teach them during this week is the community dance program. By the end of the week, they're on cloud nine. They think they can do anything in the world because they have danced for a whole week, about 2 hours a day, doing the types of things that Ken and Van and Bob and I will be showing you and talking to you about. So I've been very fortunate in having this opportunity to work with the Kentucky Dance Institute. I've also had an opportunity to work with, in the Kentucky Dance Institute, a field that many of us don't even recognize, and that's the field of folk dancing, because my Kentucky Dance Institute isn't square dancing. It's a dance camp where we do all types of dancing. We do rounds, we do squares, we do contras, we do mixers, we do folk dance, international folk dance, just any type of dancing that you can think of, clogging and so on. We do it at this dance camp, so it gives us a large variety. And I have been fortunate enough to obtain a lot of usable material from the other dance programs that square dance callers normally won't even recognize are out there. And there is a world of information available to you through the folk dance field. Many of the things that can be used in this particular type of program if you'll just do a little research and look for them. They're out there. I also have the opportunity to do some work at dude ranches for periods of weeks. And at the dude ranches, I use basically the same types of information, the same type of material that we use in the community dance program. At a limited number of basics, but a lot of fun. A lot of things that we do, we have fun with, and I think that's the name of the game. If the people are enjoying it and having fun, then that's the purpose of the whole show. I was talking to Jim Mayo yesterday, and it was very surprising to know that he said, people don't realize it, but many of these callers who are advanced callers right now are people who started back in the field of traditional dancing, which is sort of the basis of what we're talking about here. And people such as Don Beck, he said, it was surprising to see people over in the traditional hall at their state convention, New England convention, that would be doing traditional dancing, and then an hour later they'd be over in the advanced hall calling advanced dancing. So it isn't a type of thing that we're saying that you have to be this or that. You can be both. But as Ken mentioned earlier, it takes the person who really has the desire to want to do this and will spend some time with it. It's not for the new caller. It's for the person who has some experience. And a lot of these people, of course, got the experience over years. You might ask, how do we start our community dance programs? And, of course, I don't have the answers because I don't have a community dance program going right now myself. However, some of the ideas that we have sort of bounced around with that might give you some idea. If you have some ideas, we want to hear them from you. But you might go to the senior citizens groups that meet on a regular basis at community centers. They're just starving for some type of program for senior citizens that they could get into. Now, I'm not saying that traditional dance or the community dance program is for senior citizens. We talked about this last time, and Bob really came down hard on me. He said, this is not senior citizen. But it's a place, a source to start with. You can get the experience of working with people and doing this program with that group because there are places out there that you can go to that are wanting something for these people. And it can give you some experience factors where you can use it later on other areas. Also, the colleges and universities a lot of times will sponsor programs. This last semester, we had scheduled to start a community dance program for the University of Louisville. The registration wasn't enough to support the program, so they canceled it. But we're going to try again next time that they have the registration. This was the first notice that we ever put out on it. So we, through the colleges and universities, it's possible to establish some type of community dance program, and that would be an ideal place to start with. The community centers themselves, I know like the Jewish community centers, they are starving for some type of program for their people. So there are many, many ways that in which you can develop or start a program using the community dance program that we have established here. And I think if nothing at all, if I just get one idea through to you, I think we'll be all benefiting by the community dance program, and that is that you're not locked in to do everything that's on this list. It's just a starting point. There are other variations and varieties that you can go into off of this, but using the limited basics that we give you and some of the suggested dances, there's so many things out there available that we could use to have fun with. They're just too numerous to mention. And with the experience factor of the people up here, if you just want to ask some questions, I'm sure that all of them will share with you some of the things that they do and some of the things that they have that are out there. So I don't want to belabor the point, but I'm a firm believer in the community dance program, a limited number of basics, giving people enjoyment and fun, putting the fun back into dancing. Ken, that's about all I have. Thank you.
All righty. Thanks, Stu. Yeah, I think I've only been calling about 25 years or so, and I'm looking at these guys up here, and Bob Howell's probably been at it for 35 or 40, and Stu and Bob Van and so forth. We've got a lot of gathered experience up here, and we'd like to share it with you. And the next gentleman that's going to share it with you is a personal friend of mine for well over 23 or 24 years. He comes from Euclid, Ohio. He's a charter member of CALLERLAB, a past chairman of several CALLERLAB committees, and he's author of the very popular and well-known Easy Level column in American Square Dance for well over 20-some years. And he's going to talk to you for a little while, and if I know Bob well, he's going to have you up dancing very, very shortly, and he's going to start you off with a big circle. So please bring on Bob Howell. Bob?
Thank you, Kenneth. Kenneth, gee, what that Phyllis told me to say. Thanks, Mr. Kernen. That's even better yet. These fellows have told you about everything, and I'm not going to bore you with repetition, because education is a process of repetition, but it also can, I've watched it deflate kids for 33 years, and so I'm just going to hit a point or two here and then get you moving a little bit, because it is cold in this room, and that's what they said. It'd be a cold day before they'd let me come back again anyhow, so it fits appropriately. Thank you. No, I think really, I don't know who got into the tapes with President Nixon, but I know who got into my tapes, because Bob Osgood took my whole canned speech and just verbatim almost gave it to you a little while ago, and then Stu just kind of shook it loose and gave you the rest of it. Did I say Osgood? God, that's the first mistake I ever made. Oh, geez, I'm on tape. All right, first thing to go. Oh, no. All right, now, let's get serious for a moment. I'd like to read something to you. I'd like to show you a bulletin, and I'm going to talk about simplicity for a little bit, because someone once said on a golf course, I was playing golf with a fella, and he said, "Oh, you're Bob Howell. You're George Howell's brother. Oh, you're the guy that calls all that Okie stuff, aren't you?" And, I should have been offended, but I wasn't at all, because I guess I am. But Mayfield City Schools, a suburb of Cleveland, and this is the second. I've completed the second session, had one in the fall, another one in the winter session, and here's the one for spring. And it says, from Square Dancing, Community Dance Program, open to all ages. These lessons are the fundamental elements of square dancing that Americans have enjoyed for years, will provide an almost unlimited scope of variety, friendship, and fun. Instructor Bob Howell. I never know whether I'm going to have a class or not, but I'll tell you what, it saved my neck this last time, because I had so few in the that's from 7 to 8:30, and I had a mainstream class from 8:30 to 10. And the mainstream class was way down in numbers, as we are seeing in so many situations. So it kept the program going. In fact, the young lady that hires me said, well, I think we'll only have the one class. I said, honey, if you're only going to have the one class, this boy's not going to teach it, because I'm not coming out for the hour and a half. If I don't go the 3 hours, I'm not coming. I guess I was being a little selfish there. But we had a good, substantial class. And I'm talking in numbers now anywhere from 30 to 60 people in a community dance program. And as I think about them, yes, I have some seniors, because this first one says here $18 per person. Now, the second class that I have on square dancing, in parenthesis, partners only. So the second class is, as I believe square dancing is anyhow, square dancing is a couples activity. You just can't get around it. I know people are courteous to my wife and courteous to singles that come to a dance, but basically it's for couples. So this community dance program really fills the bill for the single person that wishes to come in. I do have some seniors, yes, many of them. The reason they come in is Mayfield senior adults half price. And they're always looking for a bargain, so they come in and dance along with us too. The other is a family situation, where the families have come and they bring the kids along with them. They are primarily people that I think Bob has been talking about. Van referred to his Camp Richardson, is it down here, on the southwest side of Lake Tahoe, where it is family established, and it's people that wish to have some fun with their kids and encompass them. So those primarily are the three sources from which I draw. I let them know immediately when they come in that this is not a stepping stone to any other form of dance. We're just going to. It's not a workshop either. To me, if I go to a dance, I want to dance. If anybody tries to teach me anything at a dance, I generally go home. Because when I go to a dance, I want to dance. If I'm going to learn something, I want to go to a workshop. And I've maintained that for some 40 years now, and it's been something that I believe in. Well, pious fraud is the first word I'm going to use. Dr. Boda, the great philosopher from Ohio State University, taught me that years ago. You just keep dealing from the bottom of the deck. You just don't tell anybody you're going to teach them anything, because I believe, too, the best teacher teaches the least. He just keeps you moving. You start the music and away you go, and pretty soon you start changing your words around. You've got them doing exactly what you want. Somebody at church one time, I went to church one. I'm on tape. Well, anyhow, somebody said, you taught a do paso last night at the Y, and I said, oh, please don't be silly. He said, no, we've got evidence of it. I was talking to the people this morning before church. You taught do paso, and I said, well, gee, I don't remember. He said, well, you did. And sure I did. I used the old railroad track. Ladies centered back to back, men run around that outside track, pass your partner, turn the next with the left, go back to the first with the right, and come back to the next with the left, and roll promenade or take them along. He said, that's a do paso. Yes, it is. But these things, you get into them all the time. People are going to tell you you're doing this, and there's no. I don't even use an Alabama left hardly, in probably the second or third week. We just get in there, start moving the music. Variety, I think, is the key here. Give them a lot of variety of all sorts of forms of dance, and I think we accomplish everything almost except ballroom. I don't make any attempt at any type of ballroom, other than we do some two-stepping, of course. Again, Stu alluded to the fact that down in Kentucky they have KDI and universities down there. I've been doing a 2-week stint at Akron University on this for the last 5 or 6 years, and it's been rather healthy. Although I don't know this year, maybe it wasn't, because they're only going to go 1 week, but it's a nice way, I always tell them, of picking up 2 hours of credit, 2 hours of graduate credit, and dance for 5 days. I can remember running down to the university for months trying to pick up 1 credit, and now they can get it real easy. I'd like to allude to one other thing, too, and then we're going to move about a little bit, because Ken says simplification. That's the word, simplification. You need skilled callers on this. I encourage those that are in my classes to come in and observe, and once in a while we'll take some of them and let them maybe do a dance during the evening, just to kind of expose them. But folks, it always hurts, particularly at conventions. I've noticed in the past, I don't think it's quite as bad now as it was 15, 20 years ago, but they always gave the beginners' halls to those who were new at square dance calling. And what a sin. What a sin it was, because it just drove people away by they fouled up. Many of them had no sense of rhythm. They had no sense of timing, phrasing, anything else, and they destroyed what so many of us were working so hard to make fun. I use a technique called quick teach. Bang. No repetition. You do it once, and if maybe sometimes, and there's you people that are involved in it, and I'm going to be interested to see how many of you out here are playing with this, rather than just a one-night stand. I'm talking about a succession of nights, 6 nights of doing a program. How many of you just use a quick teach method? But I know that you have people walk in that will say, hey, we want to do more, and yet there's that other fellow that comes every week and he says, what was that thing we did with our left hand? And so you've got a continuum that's greater than all of square dancing itself, almost, because you're teaching a person how to do something rather repetitiously, and another person who is really able to handle it and wants to move on. And as Ken affectionately uses the term, you toss them a bone. You throw in a little bit of something different, something that they can handle. So with those remarks, Ken, I think I've covered presentation, quick teach, and simplification. And I'm going to talk about successes and failures this afternoon, because there are those too. But I did want to share this with you. And do you want to see if there's any questions before? Because I'd like to get them off their seats and on their feet and moving. They're turning blue.
Thanks, Robert. If you could save your questions for this evening, or this afternoon, I'm sorry, we would like to have you do that. If you cannot make it to the session, we're going to dance you first, get you up because it's cold in here, and then we're going to have just a little bit of a short break for anybody that would like to ask questions. When you do, please remember that this is being taped, and we would like to make sure that you do ask your question on the microphone at the back so that your question can be put onto the tape. So one other thing before we get started I don't want to forget is that we do have a contra session tonight. It's an interest session that will be going on after the dinner show. So that will be in Capital, I believe, on down the line here, Capital 3 and 4 down on the line here. Okay. So I just want to one other thing, and that is to double emphasize here what Bob was talking about, and that is teaching on the move and teaching with the music. Do it quickly and do it rapidly, and you'll see that. And please watch and observe these guys in action here. We're going to get Bob up with a big circle first of all, followed by Bob Van Antwerp, because he's not going to be with us this afternoon. He's got a couple other commitments, so we want to be able to get as much out of him as we can while he's here, and then followed by Stu. But watch them as they are in action here. They're going to do little snippets and bits and pieces of it. They're not going to bore you with a long routine. They're just going to do bits and pieces so we can show you as much material as we possibly can. But please observe how they do the teach. Most of you are dancing marvelously well, but you'll notice that when they show you, it's a very quick, short time method. The only other thing I want to talk about, and that is a term that several people have coined, and that's called a throwaway. And within the community dance program, if you have something you'd like to teach, use it tonight, use it tomorrow night or next week, and then throw it away and never do it again. That's perfectly fine. There's a lot of these little things, and even if it's a figure or a dance that you'd like to do, and you teach it quickly, and then you never do it again. But we use the term throwaway. And the core that we have, the 24 basics, are the core, and that's what you need to remember. And from there, then you can branch out to use them to various different dances. So we'll have some questions in just a little bit, but for right now, we want to get Bob Howell up. Bob, take it away.
Good. Thank you, Kenneth. Ken, I'm sure that you've all had these experiences before. We have 120 women and 15 fellas, or vice versa. That makes it even a little more difficult because we have predominantly women. The gals will dance together. Well, you've got more men, they won't. In fact, I had to threaten a group of 4th graders. I had more boys than girls, and I said, we're going to do some partner dancing. And some of them didn't move too fast, and I said, all right, if you don't fetch a partner, you're going to dance with another boy. They quickly found a girl. And the other thing I'd like to share with you, I was in an elementary school doing a Valentine dance, and I was encouraging these 5th graders to join hands, and of course they pull their shirts down over their hands and all that sort of stuff. You know, they don't want to touch anybody. And finally, one pair of kids, a boy and a girl, I said to her, honey, would you please take his hand? She says, absolutely not. And I said, why not? She says, because he just licked both of them. I thought, why didn't I think of that when I was a kid? Isn't that great? That's sheer genius. She wasn't going to join hands with that fella. All right, would you do this for me? I'd like, if you would, just very quickly, the gal over at one of the record shops flipped this record to me. She says, here, play with this and let it go. And this was written up a few months ago. It's a little thing called Touch a Hand and Make a Friend. And you can see where I've borrowed from several different dances, not taunts, but, what was the, I'm sorry, that's right, Ken, we're on the tape, aren't we? Touch a Hand, Make a Friend. It's on an MCA, and it's 52646. Touch a Hand, Make a Friend, done by the Oak Ridge Boys. And one evening, this thing just exploded, and here it is. A potch dance was the other thing that I guess I researched part of it from. But would you just move some chairs back, and how about joining hands for me, will you, in a circle? Let's join hands. We're going to touch a hand, and we're going to make a friend. Would you? I want a big old circle. You don't need a partner at all. In fact, I wish you'd do it without a partner. That's it. Come on down. Here we go. Make you feel it in your bones. Change is coming on. That's it. Good. Gee, you're moving awfully slowly for a... What day of the week is it? Monday? Yeah. Seeing the light. Good. Here we go. That's the heart now. All right. No walkthrough. Or yes, I better just one point. Real quickly, would you do this for me? Everybody take 2 steps toward the center. Walk in 2 and clap your hands 3 times. Clap, clap, clap. Back out 2 steps. And don't clap. But instead, stand the balls of your feet and bang your heels up and down. In other words, bounce 3 times. Do it again. In 1, 2, with a clap, clap, clap. Out 2, and a bounce, bounce, bounce. Now, if you can visualize on the floor a figure 8. A figure of 8. You're going to start in diagonally, a little bit diagonally to the left, sweep around to the right, come right back out, facing the wall, where you are right now, and then go out toward the wall, going a little bit to the right, and then come around to the left, so that you're going to make a complete figure 8. Will you do it for me? Everybody simultaneously, as they say in Canada. Start in a little bit and sweep around to the right. Nice looping turn in there. Around to the right, come on back where you are, come on out, and now sweep around to the left and finish your figure of 8. Here's the dance. You're going to circle to the left for 16 steps. You're going to circle to the right for 16. You're going to do that little hand clap sequence, and then you're going to do the figure 8 sequence after that, and that's the whole dance. Here we go. Touch a hand and make a friend. Stand tall. That's silver dollar. Circle to the left. Feel it in your bones. 16 of them. The change is coming on. Circle to the right. Every go. Walk of life. People seeing the light. 2 to the center and go. 1, 2. Clap, clap, clap. Out. 2. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Clap, clap, clap. Out. 2. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Figure of 8. Figure of 8. Figure of 8. Sweep it wide, all the way around. Here we go. Join hands. Reach out on the hand. Make a friend if you can. Reach out on the hand. Make a friend if you can. And 1, 2, with a clap, clap, clap. Out. 2 and about. Do it again. Go in. 2. Clap, clap, clap. Bounce. Figure of 8. Week 1. Take that figure 8. Join hands. One more time. Anytime you come on in, we can find a better way. Why don't you join us today? Are you ready? Can't you feel it in your heart now? A new thing is taking shape. Reach out and take a hand. Move around for me up there. Make a friend if you can. Freeze. Oh, that's a bad word in here, isn't it? Sorry about that. That's bad. But no, there you are. That's all there was to it. And it developed one night at a school, and I had about, it was in the Spanish-speaking section of Cleveland, right down in Scranton Road, and I had parents. Many of the parents couldn't speak a word of English, and I don't speak a word of Spanish. I mean, other than what I learned in the Navy, and that wouldn't help me at all. So I got them up and got them going, and this is what I call simplicity, and it's done very quickly, and I've captured, you've joined hands, you've gotten moving. Who's next, Ken? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Bob, very much. Okay, super. We're going to ask Bob Van to come up and share several dances with you. Bob?
Well, I found that you're in a circle, sure, fine. But we have this with teenagers, elementary, senior citizens, all up to do this. Everybody face right. You're in single file, you're going to the right with the right together, right touch. And come back to the left together, left touch. Do it. Go. Right together. No, you're going to sideways, going out, away from the center. Going to the out from the center. Right together, right touch. Go. Right together, right touch. Left together, left touch. We're going to walk 4 steps, starting with the right foot. Go. Walk. 1, 2, 3. Repeat. To the right. Step together, step. Touch, step together, walk. 1, 2, 3, 4. Point your right heel forward and lean way back. And grunt. Back to place. Left heel forward. Grunt. Back to place. Left heel forward. Back to place. Put your hands on your knees. Let's have you point your heels out. Back to place. Toes out. Back to place. Walk 4. Right, left, right, left. That's all there is to it. Let's see what happens. Music is the whole concept to make this fun. Are you ready for this? Here we go. Step, clap, walk, 1, 2, going to the right, left, walk 4, right heel forward, back, left, back, right, up, back, left, heels out, in, toes out, in, walk, 1, 2, 3, out to the right, step together, walk. Then you start to the right now. You shake and you break and then you walk forward. With the right heel forward. Your heart is light. You put your feet back. In rhythm back. That right. Heels out. Back. Toes out. Walk. And 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's on MCA record 60090. Now turn it over to Ken. You want me to, let's do in here now?
Yeah, okay. Let's just keep rolling, and we're going to have Stu come up and do a dance with you. And we're going to come back to just kind of keep it rolling. And as you'd like to dance, come up and please join in. And so we're just going to kind of keep it going, share a number of these things with you, and as we roll along here. So... something else I wanted to, as you do, we're going to kind of make sure everybody gets the record numbers down here for those folks on the tape. So, Stu?
Okay, if you will, at this time, I'd like to show you a little trio dance, one man with 2 ladies. So each of you men up here, would you get 2 ladies? If you don't have enough ladies, then there's a lot of ladies out there in the hall. We need a man over there. There's 2 ladies. Good. We need another lady over here. There's a lot of ladies out there, gents. And Bob alluded to this situation where you go to dances and you have many more ladies than you do men. The trios are very comfortable for satisfying the need to let everyone have an opportunity to dance. Did we get them? What do we need? One more lady out here with Deco? Okay, yeah. There comes one. Oh, we got one. Good. Well, you can dance 3 men together if you want to, yeah. Or have 2 men and 1 lady, it doesn't matter. You'll find that in the community dance program, if you use a variety of formations and figures, people don't act like the children do when you're working with them. They refuse to hold hands and that type of thing, because sometimes you end up with 3 men in a line or 3 ladies in a line. You can have 2 men and 1 lady if you want to in a trio dance. It really nothing wrong with it, because many of the dances that we do in contra, you'll find men casting off with men and ladies casting off with ladies. So it's not unheard of, and you can do it. We're going to sort of build on something that Bob Van, or Bob Howell used here just a moment ago, or Bob Van, I guess. Bob Van Antwerp. No, it was what you were doing. This little thing that he just got through doing, we're going to use the same steps that he did, only we're going to do it in a trio formation. Gents, since you're in the center, stick your hands out there in front of you, and ladies, you hold your outside hand with his hand, his closest hand. And ladies, would you hold your other hand behind him and connect up back there? Good. Okay. All right. Starting with the left foot, we're going to let you do 2 steps on the left foot and then 2 steps on the right foot. And basically this same thing that Bob had you done, only you were going to the right and to the left. You did a right and a right and a left and a left. Okay, that's what we're doing here. Oh, we're going to go forward with that. Starting on the left foot. Go. Left and a right and walk 4. Walk a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Isn't that easy? Isn't that fun? You sort of get a little swing there. Good. Starting with the left heel. Put your left heel out. A heel, a toe, and then, wait a minute, let's don't do anything other than that. After the heel toe, ladies, release the hand behind the gents. And gents, roll those girls out there in front of you so that they're looking at you. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. With the right foot, go a heel and a toe, and everybody drop hands and walk straight forward to the next people you meet. Join the inside hands, and ladies swing around and hold left hands behind him, and you've got a new partner ready to go. Starting with the left foots, and you go a left and a right and a strut. 4, a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Left heel now. A heel, a toe, and out you go. Ladies, roll out. Heel and a toe, and on you go. Good. This is a little dance on the folk craft labels called the Cowboy Trio Mixer. The number is F1413B. Starting with the left, go left and left, right strut, 1, 2, left foot, heel now, heel, out, roll, in, right, 2 partners and left foots, left and left, right, strut, 2, 3, 4, a heel, toe, roll out, heel, toe, on to the next 2, left foot, go, left and left, right and right, walk, 2, 3, 4, a heel, toe, out you go, a heel, toe. Boy, it's surprising how many new phone numbers you can get on this. Okay? Little trio dance. It's real simple, quick to get into, quick teach. And if you did the one that Bob Van did, then this is nothing more than the same footwork done in a different pattern, going a different direction, working with 3 people. Okay? You want to do another trio while you're here? Okay, Bob, turn yours around and face your group around and face. And would you turn your group around and face, and then another group turn around and face another group up here? There we go. Everybody's got, sure. There is one difficult portion in this dance that I want to tell you about. And if you're doing any contras in this group, it might be wise to learn contra corners. But the people in the middle are the key people. So men, look straight across from you, and to the right of that man you're looking at is your first corner. And to the left of that man is your second corner. Okay, that's the most difficult thing right there. Once you recognize these people, everything else is good. Join hands, circle left. Well, when you get back where you started, wait for me. Long introduction. Circle left, go. We got a lot here, 16 counts. You don't have to hurry. It's all about dance with music. Uncircle. Go the other way. Good. 2 gents. Step the center joint, right hands turn about 1/4, so that you're facing your first corner. turn with the left. Come back to the gin in the center and turn with the right. Go to your second corner and turn with the left. Go back to your place in your line so that you're facing that other gin. Good. Lines forward and back. Are you back in your home lines? Good. Do not go back to the center and turn that gin. If you do, you won't have time to get back. You got to go directly to home. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200 time. Okay. Now, after you go forward and back, face to your right, please. Single file. Face to your right. And that little circle that you've been dancing with, you're going to promenade single file over to where that other three people are standing. Do that. Promenade single file over to where they were standing. Good. All right. When you get there, face to your right, not to your left. To your right. You're facing a new group? Good. And you'll notice that the corners have changed places. The ladies that were on the inside are now on the outside. The ladies on the outside are now on the inside. Okay? Good.
Waiting next door. They're tapping their feet.
Oh, I see. Well, we can let them dance with us. Here's an introduction sort of bow to your partner, so you can do what. Circle left. Circle right. 2 men in the middle. Turn right. Turn first corner. Turn right. Turn second corner. Go back to your places, lines, forward and back. Go 1, 2, 3. Don't hurry. Face to the right. Promenade single file. When you get there, face to the right. New twos, join hands, circle left. Uncircle. Working gents, turn right. First corner. Go back to your lines. Go forward and back. Go forward. 2, 3. Face to the right. Promenade single file. When you get over there, face to your right. Face a new 3. Join hands. Circle. Circle right. Okay, I think you got the figure, but you see how easy the little trio can give you some variation again, and if you got a lot of extra ladies, you can get right into it. This is a dance called Triolet. It's on a Tons label, and it's T72478. Okay? Triolet. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Stu. Super. Isn't that nice? Do you see what's happening there in terms of the arm turns, simple arm turns, and single file and all, but it puts it into kind of a complex pattern, and all of a sudden you have a beautiful dance here. So, Bill Peters came from next door and says they've got a meeting going on over there, and all the people are just sitting over there tapping their foot, and they want to come dance. They hear the music over here. So we'd like to invite them over, but no, we won't steal from their meeting. So we're going to turn the music down just a little bit. What we'd like to do here is I'd like to do a very quick one and get it back to Bob Howell. If you would face up this direction right here for me, and just single file by yourself. And coming out of the southwest, why we have there's been a very popular tune here called La Bamba, and we did a little dance because we a number of years ago we did one called Fifth of Beethoven or something. But I want to show you what you can do here and just take a dance and adapt it and make a few changes. Pick up the modern music that people are using and the ones that the kids like. If you're working with a kids group, you've got to relate to them. Well, they love La Bamba right now, so we take a little dance and use it for them. What you're going to do is come forward 4 steps. And there's short, small steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, back up 4. 1, 2, 3, go forward again. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, back up. That's half the dance, okay? Now then, you're going to rock to your left. You just kind of swing your left hip out to the side. You're going to kind of rock to the side, and it's kind of a twist. So a 4-count twist. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Then roll to your left all the way around in 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? Now rock to your right. Right hip handed. Rock 2, 3, 4. Roll right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go forward. 1, 2, 3, back up. Go 1, 2, 3, go forward. 1, 2, 3, back up. Go 1, 2, rock to the left. 1, 2, 3, roll left. 1, 2, 3, rock right. 1, 2, 3, roll right. 1, 2, 3, La Bamba. Here we go. You wait about 16 counts, all right? Here we go.
back up. 1, 2, 3, forward. 1, 2, 3, back 2. Rock left. 1, 2, 3, roll left. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1. Let me slow it down. I should have slowed it down. I had a big sign up here that said slow down. Let's try it again. All right. He's got a lower voice when I slow him down, but that's okay. One more time. Ready for it. 1, 2, 3, back up. 1, 2, 3, come forward. 1, 2, 3, back. Rock left. 1, 2, roll left. 1, 2, rock right. 1, 2, 3, roll right. 1, 2, go forward. 1, 2, 3, up. Forward. Small steps. Up. Rocket left. 1, 2, roll. Rock right. 1, 2, 3, roll right. 1, 2, 3, last time. 1, 2, 3, up, back, 2, 3, get with it. 3, left, roll, rock right, 1, 2, roll right. Oh, just a teaser, that's all you get, all right? Oh, La Bamba, all right, so, okay, we're going to get Bob Howell back up here and get him in motion again. We're going to keep on rolling, okay, thanks, thanks, George. That is on Slash record, and it's the pop tune right now called La Bamba. And if I can find the number, it's 7-28336. Sharon is here, my wife, at the back, and we brought some things along as giveaways. Hugh Macy has a little flyer that you will enjoy because there are a number of easy level records on that. If you'd like to pick one up, they are the yellow brochures here on the corner. We also have some Lloyd Shaw Foundation catalogs, and Sharon will take orders for any new records that you would like. There are a bunch of new ones in there. 13 new ones are out. So if you would like to pick up a Shaw catalog, we have some. If we run out, why, let Sharon know and we'll make sure you get one. The new one's out. This is the older one, but the new records that are available.
We also have the Triolette on the Tons label. We also have the Triolette on the Tons label.
Sure, if you would like the Triolette, Stu has presented. See Sharon, and she has that too. So, we do have some community dance programs here, and let's get Bob going here. So, okay, we'll get him dancing. All right.
Quickly, may I have can I get 2 sets of people? And I'd like 16 people or any multiples we can of 8. And I don't care particularly. I discuss pairs rather than couples. But here's one that I think some of you might get some use from. A quick teach, one that has not been available for a long time and is available again. Squares. I'm not going to take time to put you into a square, but if you will, real quickly. I need 8 people to each set, just to show you how quickly you can get people dancing with very limited knowledge of any basic almost. Real quick. After you've been in the circle, of course, and you've given them primarily what you want, this is one of the first singing calls that I use. Have I got 2 sets? I need one more couple right over here. Can I get one more? One more. One. Goss? Oh, you got one. All right, I need 1 pair of people real quickly. I'm running out of tape. Here they come. Good. Got them. All right. Now, of course, all experienced dancers here, but as I say, I refer to my dancers as pairs because if I'm working with kids, you get as many boy-boy, girl-girl situations as you do, and I just term one of them A or B, and the girl is always the A because I can remember that the boy starts with B. That's the simplest way for me to remember it, you see. But I also, after I've made sure that we do all this stuff in a big circle, I move them. And by the way, I don't give them any time to breathe. They get into a square before I get them off the floor. Even though we've done some mixers and some of these other things, I get them into a square before I let them sit down, so that they at least get the concept of a square. Because many times, too, and I run them more than 20 minutes. People say you run them much too long, but I do this with intent because they're going to breathe anyhow, and some of them are not going to get back up again. Because, well, 2 things. One, the nervous energy they're using up that first night of class is something else, and then 2, that they're just not used to it. So here we go. Here's the square. couple number one or pair number one, promenade the outside for me. Go all the way around just once. That's it. Completely around. And come on back home. And as soon as you get back home, step to the middle and swing. While the other 6 join hands and circle to the left. Go around them. And come on back home, and the record is, and the reason it hasn't been used for years is the old 78 was no longer available. Listen to the Mockingbird. However, TNT put it out. Jim Mayo's got something on the other side. I don't know quite what it is, but a TNT 237B, and here we are. We can take it and dance. I think it was on Old Timers label at one time. I got the old record at home, but it kind of got, I could hear the call on the other side coming through. It's been used for so long. So here we go. Listen to the Mockingbird, which has been released rather recently, and here is the dance. Now let's do it just as a simple version. Bow to the partner, and your corner two. Join your hands, circle to the left is what you do. Well, you circle to the left to go around the ring. Go the other way back, circle to the right. Same old track. When you get back home, everybody face your corner with the corner does do. Come home, swing your partner. Swing that lady round in a promenade. Listen to the Mockingbird. Listen to the Mockingbird. Oh, the Mockingbirds are singing in the band. Couple number one, pair one. Promenade. Go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside. To the inside. Swing in the middle while the other 6 circle to the left around. You're gonna go while the Mockingbirds are singing in the vale. Face your corner. Corner do sado, and then come back home and swing, my friend. Swing her twice, 2 times, and then promenade. Listen to the Mockingbird. Listen to the Mockingbird. Well, the Mockingbirds are singing in the dale. Thank you. God love you all. Do you see? Quick, teach, bang. They've got it, and they'll do it. And it's highly repetitious. It's traditional because it's a one couple or a couple dancing rather than employing your square dance technique or your Western technique of 4 or 8 people dancing at the same time. But you get into it, and it has worked real smoothly for me. Kenneth?
Thank you very much. All righty. Well, we're going to continue on. Stay in your squares here, and I want to do a quick one for you. All of you, I think, probably have or remember a really classic, and that was the Summer Sounds that Bob Dawson put out many, many years ago. Well, McGregor, before they kind of slowed things down, put out a round dance, and on the flip side of it, they put out a little dance called Happy Sounds. And doggone if it isn't Summer Sounds gone that goes through 4 times. And there's a little quadrille here that you can do that's called Happy Sounds Quadrille, and the Grand Square is part of the community dance program. And so here's a good one I think you might kind of enjoy. And for those on the tape and everyone else, the McGregor record number is 5504, and it's called Happy Sounds. So let's just do a little Grand Square to Happy Sounds. Sides face your partner. Everybody ready? Grand Square. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Reverse. All the boys to the middle, make a right-hand star. Go once around. Pass your partner by. Turn the corner by the left. Keep your corner and promenade home. Promenade your home. All the way. You got a new partner. Take her home. Sides face, Grand Square. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Reverse. Boys to the middle, like a right-hand star. Once around. To the corner, new corner. Turn her by the left. Roll in a tight promenade and take her home. Here come those summer sounds. Summer sounds with love. Oh yeah, it goes through twice more, and you're back home, and you've got your partner. All right, 4 ladies chained back, and we put you back. It's called Happy Sounds, and it's a good quadrille and a kind of an easy one here. We're going to turn you back over to Bob Van Antwerp. Okay, great. Oh, yes. Yeah. Hey, can you put it on the tape? No. All right, great. Yeah, we're going to. Yep, we go till 12:15.
I got 12:15.
We go till 12:15.
I have 2 real quick. Let's take your partners.
One couple standing behind another couple facing counterclockwise. One couple just in a circle, just like he's going to promenade. Just like he's going to promenade, one big circle. Just promenade as if you're going to promenade in one big circle. Okay, that's enough. Men, face your partner. Join both hands. You know what butterfly is. We're going to start with men's left foot, ladies' right foot. We're going to do a heel and a toe, and we're going to the men's left, ladies' right with a step together step. Ready? Heel, toe, step together step. Other foot. Heel, toe, do it again. Heel, toe, step together step. Heel, toe, open position, walk 4. 1, 2, 3, face your partner. Now here we're going to have 2 slow sliding steps. That's hard to say, slow sliding steps. To the men's left, ladies' right. Ready? Slide and slide. Back away, 4 steps. Back, 2, 3. Point to the one to the right of you. Progress to a new partner. Walk. 1, 2, 3. Face her. Start all over again. Men's left, ladies' right. Ready? And heel, toe, step together, step. Heel, toe, step together, step. Heel, toe, step together, step. Heel, toe, ready, let's walk 4. 1, 2, 3, face her, slide, slide, back away. 1, 2, 3, progress to a brand new girl. Okay, this is called Ragtime Frolic. It's on Windsor 4744X. I don't know what the X is on there for, but anyway. Let me check the tempo. I like good music. Not yet. I'm not ready. I'm checking the time. All right. Here we go. Men's left, ladies' right. And heel, toe, step together, step. Heel, toe. Do it again. Open, walk 4. 1, 2. Face or slide twice slow. Back away. 2, 3, 4. Progress to new girl. Do. Heel, toe. Again. Open up, walk 4. Go. Take your time. Face or 2 slow slides. Back away 4 counts. Progress 4 counts. That's it. All right. All right, here's the last one. Like I say, to music to me makes a difference of the enjoyment that the people have. Lousy music, you get lousy anyway. Now, this little thing Ken asked me to do, we did it last year, called Dixie Melody. Open position, we're going to be ready to walk. Men's left foot, ladies' right foot. Let's walk 4 steps. Walk. 1, 2, 3, touch. I meant to say 1, 2, 3, touch what I meant. Do it again. Men's left, ladies' right. Walk. 1, 2, 3, touch. Back up. 1, 2, 3, touch. Now here we're going to have a chase problem. You know how to chase right and everything. Men face to the center and girls stand behind him. Men are going to start with the left foot, walking forward into the center. 1, 2, 3, and ladies are going to chase him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, at this position here, both turn around, face out. Man's going to chase the woman out 4 steps. 1, 2, 3. She turns around and you join butterfly position. From this position here, we're going to balance left, right, left, right. Men's left, ladies' right. Balance left and right and left and right. Back away 4 steps. 1, 2, 3. Progress to the right to a brand new girl. Open position. Walk. 1, 2, 3. Touch. Back. 2, 3. Touch. Chase in. 1, 2, 3. Turn. Chase out. 2 girl turns. Butterfly. Balance. Once, twice, 3 times. Back away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Progress to a brand new girl. Okay? Let's take the tempo check on the music here. Like I said, good music makes fun dancing. Okay. Any questions? No questions, okay? Open position, men's left, ladies' right. Walk 2, 3, touch, go. Back, touch, chase in, turn, chase out. Woman turns, butterfly, bounce, once, twice, 3 times. Back away, 4. Progress. Hold position. Walk. Touch. Back up. Chase in. Chase out. Girl turns. Butterfly bounce. Once. Twice. 3. Back up 4 steps. Progress. That's it. Thank you, guys.
How about that music? It makes you want to dance, all right? We have a Dixie melody. Pardon?
The record is on the tape. Grin, record 14166.
All right, that's on Grin, and it's Dixie Melody, and it's 14166. All right, we have a few minutes left. We have about 15 minutes left. And thanks, Bob. And but do you notice what's happening here? Very carefully worded key phrases that they use when they teach. It's teaching on the move. It's quick, and we're going to get Stu back up, so don't sit down. We need you right back up again, and Stu's going to go do a quadrille for you, so we need about 2 squares. So would you form squares? And we're just going to keep on rolling. We want to keep our sequences short so we can share a maximum amount of material with you. We need about 2 more couples out here, and so we'll turn right back over to Stu, okay?
Thank you, Ken. Can we get one more couple? We need one more good-looking couple. Good. There they come. Swell. Building on some of the information that's already been presented, I like to sort of, when I'm teaching, say, remember what we did in the other dance? Well, we're going to do that in this dance. It sort of gives the people a point of reference, some familiarity, and it's easier to put into dance. Bob had number 1 couple promenade the outside. Okay, that's going to be the figures that we're going to use in this dance then. Okay, with the couples promenade the outside. So the figures are easy. All right. The most difficult part is the chorus, and I want to show you the chorus real quick. Head couples go up the center, release your partner, turn and face your corner. Corners make arches for these people. Are you a hit, Jen? There we go. Corners, hold your hand, make an arch there. Now the inside couples are going to go under this arch, but wait before you go. Lady around the lady and the gent around the gent. Meet your partner at head places and go. Through the arch, lady around the lady, gent around the gent, meet your partner, and turn your partner under like a star through. But we don't call it a star through. We'll just say, no, you're at home place, or you're opposite from home place. At head positions, please. Yeah. Now, you 2 gents should be on opposite sides there. There we go. Now, is that your partner? Is this your partner? Okay, the lady should be over here too. You should have met your partner opposite from original starting places. Good. Go down the center and do a right and left through now. Good. And that's the meat of the course right there. Head couples go up to the center, turn and go under the arches, lady around the lady, gent around the gent. Meet your partner, turn your partner under, facing down through the center, do a right and left through. Fantastic. Smart couples, 2 and 4. Go up to the center, turn and face the head couples. Go under, lady around the lady, gent around the gent. Meet your partner opposite from starting places. Turn them under. Go down the center, do a right and left through. And then we end that with a grand right and left. Everybody face your partner, join right hands. This grand right and left just a little bit different, though. Do a grand right and left. Go. When you meet your partner, I want you to join forearms with your partner and turn your partner once around. And then slide away from your partner to hand positions and sort of balance back. Just with your partner now, nobody else. Okay? And continue your right and left grand. Fantastic. When you meet your partner at home place, turn partner with the right hand, 1 full turn, and that's just the whole dance. A little dance called Changier Quadrille. It's on a Taunts label. The record number is T72480. Circle left. Circle right. When you get home, we're going to do the chorus now. Number 1 and 3, you're going to go up to the center, go under the side arches. Go under the arches. Meet your partner, turn your partner under, down the center, right and left through. Side couples, get ready, go under the arches. Meet your partner, turn them under, go down the center, right and left through. Everybody face your partner, right and left grand. This music will tell you what to do here. Full turn around. Full turn. outside. The other three couples sort of clap for them while they go around there. Yeah. Couple number 3 promenade outside. When you get there, number 1 and 3, get ready to go under the arches. Go now, under. Turn your partner under, down the center, right and left through. Smart couples, under the arches. Go. Face your partner, right and left grand. The music is on this balance apart. It sort of just tells you what to do. Good. Everybody was with me. Okay, that's it. That's the whole dance. Changer quadrille.
All right, thanks, Stu. Stay right there because we're going to get you in, let's see, I'm going to let Bob Howell do that, but he's going to put you into lines here, and we're going to do a little bit of Tunnel of Love or something like that, Bob, right? Yeah. Okay. Don't forget, if you'd like to talk to Sharon about any of the things, why, in terms of the orders or anything, she'll take your orders. We ran out of catalogs. Leave us your name and address, and we'll send you some more catalogs. And Hugh Macy's got some. I've got some more of the yellow ones from Hugh Macy. Write me, and I'll send them to you. Okay? So, Bob Howell.
Would you just simply do this? Well, the head couple, forming a contour line. I think let's make it proper. Just 2 lines of people. Yeah, let's not belabor. I don't know. Let's put all the boys with the back toward the mirrors over here, and all ladies looking in the mirrors. That's it. All the boys with the back toward those mirrors right there, and all ladies looking in the mirrors. Good. And now, would you do this for me? All right, that's it. There. Join hands with your partner. Clammy, aren't they? No? Oh, that's fortunate. All right, now... that's fine. You got it figured out there, Robert? Now he's going to tell me he's Osgood because he's messed up. All right, are we ready? Here we go. Just I do this as a 6-couple set. This dance has been attributed to Jerry Helt. However, Bill Johnson in New Jersey has let me know that this dance is probably a couple hundred years old. It's a Tunnel of Love. I don't know whether any of you use it or not, but here's a simplified version of it, and to a little bit of Charlie's Polka, and to the deceased king and queen 200 years ago, my regrets. Would everybody back away from your partner? Everybody go forward and back. That's it. Dip. Back up. There we are. And, Charlie's Polka, I better tell you. This is on K-Lox, and it's number... If a caller hasn't gotten this in his kit, he's missed it. K1151B. All right, now everybody pass through. Go. That's it. Do a U-turn back, and let's repeat what we did. Forward and back again. Forward, and don't bow. Dip. Yeah, bow, you're going to wind up with a hematoma right between your eyes. That's it. All right, pass through. Go on back home. And couple number 1, join both hands and sashay right down the center, chasse right down the center, and as soon as you get to the foot of the set, others step forward, make a tunnel or an arch. Now, I want the lady to come up the tunnel, under the tunnel, while the gent walks up behind the gents. Up toward me. That's it. Now reverse it. The lady go down behind the ladies while the gents go down the tunnel. When you get to the foot of the set, swing your partner. And everybody drop their hands and back out. That's the entire dance. Will pair number 1 please return to the head of the set because they know exactly what they're doing. And I'll tell you what, you say that to them and by golly, they come unnerved almost. Here we go, little Charlie's Polka. Are you ready? Here she comes. Everybody stand tall, forward up to the center, come back, pass on through, do a U-turn back and then get ready again. Go up to the middle and dip, back up again and then pass through. Do a U-turn back and pair number 1, sashay down the floor. Others make an arch or a tunnel, lady up the tunnel, gent up the outside. Now the gent go down the tunnel, lady down the outside, and swing at the foot. Everybody else move up 1 place, back away, get ready, we'll do it 1 more time. Go up, dip, back up, pass through, and you talk about teaching, phrasing, and timing. You can't mess this one up, and come on back again. Pass through, go back home, and number 2, sashay down the line, go all the way down the line. Others make a tunnel. Here we go, lady up the tunnel, gent up the outside, gent down the tunnel, and the lady down the outside. Swing at the foot, others move up. All right, back out. Now I lied, you're going to do it without a prompt. Go. Perfect outside. Now jump down the tunnel, little lady down the outside. Swing at the foot and everybody else back out. And folks, freeze. I'm going to tell you, just make one suggestion. If you're working with junior high or elementary kids, do not tell them the name of this dance until they've done it. Because if you tell them it's the Tunnel of Love, you're dead. Boy, it's bad enough trying to even get them to join hands. Kenneth, thank you for the opportunity. And thank you, folks. Bless you this morning.
Thank you very much, Bob. Okay, I want to tell you, let's see. We have 3 minutes, looks like. And I wanted to show you one. Let's get back into a square, would you? And I'll show you. It should take about 30 seconds to show a pattern dance. We were talking about those earlier. And number one couple, if you would, lead over to the right and stand in front of couple number two. Put up your right hands and make a right hand star. Star by the right, go once around until the couple number one can come back into the middle. Stop when you get there, number one. Now you lead over to couple number three. Put up your left hands and make a left hand star. Star by the left about halfway around and then just a little bit more. Okay, you're going to lead over to couple number four, put up your right hands, couple number one only, and make a right hand star and a star by the right there, okay? So couple number one over the right with number four, star by the right, go once around, and you go back home, couple number one, and you're all back, okay? Isn't that neat? That's a pattern dance. And Walt Cole sent that in to me, and I tried to research the doggone thing, and if any of you know where this came from, he said he thought it came and it was traditional. I don't think so. I can't find it anywhere, but nothing is new. But it's called Star the Square. So let's do it once, and then I'll show you how to build and make it a double out of it. So couple number one, lead to the right, make a right hand star and star the square. Go once and then lead over to couple number three, make a left hand star, star by the left, and then lead over to couple number four, make a right hand star and a once around, and go back home. And a couple number two now, lead over to the right and star by the right, go once around, and then lead over to number four, make a left hand star, it's smooth and it let it flow. Over to number one and then make a right hand star, and then you go home. You know when you do then, whoa, alright, good. Then, well, what you can do is you can do that 4 times through and it happens quickly, it flows very well. Well, let's build on it, and then let's have couple number one lead over to couple number two, couple number three lead over to couple number four. And what you're going to do is put up a right hand, so make a right hand star and star by the right, go once around. Same kind of basic pattern. All right, head couples to the middle, make a left hand star, go halfway over to the other side, put up your right hands right there, make a right hand star and star by the right. Go into the middle, make a left hand star and you star by the left, go once around and a little bit more and you go back home. Okay? All right. Now, Walt didn't send that one in to me. I was thinking about it a little bit, and we happened to go to Fort Worth in Texas, and here was Bob Howell using this doggone thing. So he put it, kind of doubled it up, and so let's try it again with the head couples. I'm going to prompt it. Head couples, lead to the right, make a right hand star. Once around to the middle, make a left hand star. Halfway to the other side, make a right hand star, and a star by the right. Go once into the middle, make a left hand star, and a star by the left. Go around and get back home. Home you go, and when you're done, side 2 couples. Lead over to the right and a right hand star, and star by the right. Go once. Hips to the middle, make a left hand star. Go once halfway across the other side, right hand there. Go into the middle, make a left hand